What is going on, gents? It's R.P.M. here, coming at you with another episode of Hockey Mask Time. Now, before I get started, let us bow our heads and recite the HMT motto, shall we? A man will only take so much disrespect, and it's only a matter of time before he finally decides today's the day. Gentlemen, this is a hot one. Oh, it is fresh out of the oven and piping damn hot. This is going to be a delectable item for you to consume. Now, before I get started, I've always said this. No matter what a man's title, no matter what a man's position is in life, if he is pushed beyond his limit, he has the capability of putting on the mask. That phrase is totally appropriate for this article that was published on the 3rd of August. Orange County judge arrested after his wife is shot to deletion in their home. Gentlemen, I have to say this. I just have to. If I don't, I would feel like I did not appropriately talk about this article. I truly wonder, if right before he pulled that trigger, he yelled out, "I am the law." Oh, gentlemen, I truly ain't shit. Now, let me just go ahead and say this right here. Woo! The quiet that normally fills East Canyon Vista Drive in Anaheim Hills was punctured Thursday night by the thudding of helicopter blades and the barking of police orders. Now, this is an unnecessarily long article filled with a whole bunch of fluff. So, of course, I'm going to chop it down for time. Through her open bedroom window, Angela Herman heard a man's voice yell, quote unquote, "Don't shoot me." She was too scared to go outside, but other neighbors gathered in the dusk and were shocked to see longtime resident Jeffrey Ferguson, an Orange County Superior Court judge, standing in front of his home, speaking loudly into a cell phone. Green laser dots focused on his body as a booming voice from above directed Ferguson to get on the ground. Quote unquote, "I heard the judge shout, 'I'm unarmed, but I am not going to get on the floor,'" recounted Russell Ventura, who lives nearby. Officers rushed up and quickly apprehended Ferguson, placing him in handcuffs and sitting him on the curb outside of his home. The 72-year-old judge, police say, had earlier shot and offlined his wife inside of their home. Gentlemen, please give me my flowers. I told you, every single man, no matter his position in his life, no matter what title he holds, is capable of putting on the mask if properly pressed to do so. Anaheim police arrived at the home in the 8500 block of East Canyon Vista Drive shortly after 8 p.m. after reports of a shooting. Officers made an emergency entry and found Cheryl Ferguson, 65, shot to deletion inside the residence. Gentlemen, another point that I always make. No matter how idyllic, no matter how perfect, no matter how posh a neighborhood is, there is always dark secret behind closed marital doors. Police have recovered the weapon that was used to offline Cheryl Ferguson, according to anonymous sources. Ferguson was released Friday from jail after posting a $1 million bond. Wow. But, of course, him being a judge, obviously, he would have that sort of money in a secret, probably, account. Ferguson has served as a judge in Orange County Superior Court since 2015. He previously spent more than 3 decades with the Orange County District Attorney's Office, during which he worked on major narcotics enforcement, according to the North Orange County Bar Association. Ferguson served as president of the association from 2012 to 2014. The victim, Cheryl Ferguson, had previously worked on both the Orange County and Santa Barbara probation departments, according to the judge's campaign bio, and the couple had 2 sons. That is about all I'm going to read because, like I said, the article is unnecessarily long and there's just way too much fluff, way too much fat. So, of course, I focused on the meat. Well, well, well. Gentlemen, I told you, no man, if properly pushed, is above putting on that mask. If a judge could do it, any man can do it. I've covered police officers. I've covered pastors. Now we have an official sitting judge. Anyway, let's get to that scorecard, shall we? For location, went down in their home. Gotta give it a 10. Method of execution, the old lawgiver. So I gotta give that a 5. Psychological impact. The fact he's a sitting judge, I gotta give that a 15. And of course, for the brutality factor, I'm gonna give that a 10 as well. So Judge, the executioner, Ferguson, gets a score of 40. And you know what? Since he's an actual sitting judge and is supposed to hold a moral high ground compared to the regular citizen, I'm going to give him an extra 10 points. So let's go ahead and bump that up to a 50. Like I said, gentlemen, no man is above putting on the mask if properly pushed. Now, of course, they're going to use a lot of anonymity because he's a judge. Naturally, when it comes to us men, no one cares why we did what we did. They only care about what we did. Standard operating procedure when a man puts the mask on. Dig up anything that can be used to make sure that he is not sympathetic in any way. However, we have to ask the real questions. What drove a sitting judge to execute his own wife? What was going on behind those closed doors? What secrets were they keeping? Of course, most people will not ask those questions. Why? Because, as we all know, in typical suburban households, there's always a web of deceit. There's always a dark web. There's always things going on that the rank and file person has no clue. I've always said this, gentlemen, behind idyllic, posh neighborhoods, there's always dark secrets going on behind those closed marital doors. And it's only when something like this happens that you get a peek behind those doors. Hey, it is what it is. Well, I've rambled on long enough. Read the full article. There's definitely one phrase that a woman says that definitely rings true. And she says, oh, something had to be wrong for him to take out his wife. No shit, Sherlock. There was a lot going on, but like I said, when it comes to men and our problems, nobody cares about what we're going through until we explode. And even then, when we finally explode, we're still made out to be the bad guy. Let me know what you guys think when you read the full article. And women around the world, no matter what position your husband or the man in your life is, that you think that you're going to be protected, the power you think you earn from his position, that will definitely go out. Feminism and the idea that you're constantly protected by some invisible force shield, that's gone out right along with it. Let me reiterate. Any and every man, no matter what his position, is capable of putting on that mask if properly pushed. It is what it is. That's all I got to say for this one. R.P.M. I am out.
Murder on my mind, yeah. Losing all my hope, yeah. I'ma do the crime, yeah. Fuck the red or blue, I'ma take the black pill, yeah. Fuck the red or blue, I'ma take the black pill.